Hello from Sweden and welcome to this reading. Who are you meant to become this lifetime? And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards. The one that you feel the most drawn to will be your reading today. As you can see, we're also using different tarot decks in each of the piles. So, pile number 1, we have this card with a wolf. Pile 2, we have this card with the lion. And pile 3, we have this card with the raven. Okay, that is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Otherwise, you can scroll down to the commentary section where you will find the timestamps. And I will see you guys in your set readings. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So let's start with your oracle cards here. And you felt drawn to the wolf, and we have a beautiful balance here between the air element and the earth element. Let's see also what we have behind the tape. Heart medicine, let go of that which does not serve your highest good, and the wolf energy here. Okay, so let's see. We have the chiromancer, delivering news and collaboration. You know, chiromancer reads the lines of the palm, predicts the future and predicts things. Look at here, we have the signs, zodiac signs, and the planets. So yeah, okay. Predicting the future, destiny, makes me think of destiny actually. So yeah, destiny. You found your destiny. Scorpion. These cards are beautiful. So anyway, Scorpion, danger, accident, and subterfuge. Yeah, I have no idea what that means, but we know what a Scorpio is. Scorpion, danger, accident. Interesting. I think we should put these two together here. Yeah, let's keep these two here. Okay. We have growth with the heart chakra here. Yeah, once again, the heart seems to be very predominant here. And you know, I was thinking with the wolf to be a heart-based creature. I think you're meant to become a heart-based person who has Scorpion, who has, you know, Scorpio is connected to the zodiac sign. Scorpio is connected to the 8th house. It's a lot of dark things in the 8th house, a lot of karma, difficult things, and it says danger and accident here. I think you're meant to go, and it, you know, 8th house also shows kind of going deeper, shadow work, you know, going deeper. So I think you're meant to go deep, very, very deep. Maybe even you're carrying some really, really difficult pain and karma this life, or lessons, difficult lessons that really challenges your heart, your ability to keep your heart open. And at some point, maybe you even like totally closed your heart, it became hardened, and there was a lot of emotions in your heart. I think for you it's about going through this whole process, and then in the end up like a very heart-based creature, because not only did you kind of lose your heart, but you also found it and healed it, and now opened it, it grew, opened it up more than it was before it kind of closed. So yeah, it's like full of compassion now, because you learned spirit. I hear like spiritual lessons. The heart chakra is very connected, you know, to spiritual lessons, compassions, forgiveness, tolerance, understanding, the higher kind of why did this happen, and what did it do to me, and like, yeah, it's like a whole journey with the heart here. The chiromancer here makes me feel like you're really meant to go deep. You're meant to become a very deep person. Yeah, a very deep person, you know, not shallow at all, very like connected to deep things, very interested. I think also, I think you're meant to do spiritual work, because we have the chiromancer here and the Scorpio. I actually like the zodiac sign of Scorpio. I have many placements in Scorpio, actually in the 12th house even. But anyways, so yeah, I think you're meant to become a person that knows like a lot of spiritual things, but not just knowing it because you read about it, you like knowledge, you know, you can read about, you can learn tarot, you can learn, you know, astrology and all those things kind of from the just reading, but that's like really, you know, if you learn tarot, maybe reading tarot just from kind of reading the cards and you memorized every card, that doesn't make you a good tarot reader. It's like kind of the experience and kind of being in touch with something deeper and different levels, yeah, different dimensions, and you put everything together like a little puzzle. So I feel like you're meant to become this spiritual awake person that operates and kind of is centered in the heart, and that is kind of everything that you do, your heart is always there, you know, you're looking through the heart or you're embodying the heart energy, and you have so many, you went through so many lessons, you know so much, you connected with so many things, and you're putting this all together, and I feel like you're becoming like a very, like, it feels like a, I heard a she-wolf, but like an alpha male, alpha female, and it's very. I think it's like in the wolf pack. I think, you know, you think, I think it's the, I don't know if it's the male or female who walks. I think one walks in front of the pack and one walks behind the pack, and that I really like that actually, because it shows how, you know, it's not about being on top, it's about leading, it's about the community, it's about caring for the people in that community. So I feel like somehow you're meant to have a pack, you know, you're meant to maybe be a spiritual teacher or somehow lead, but you lead with your heart, not like, oh, I'm on the top, I am the leader. No, you lead with the heart, and if it's necessary, you will walk behind everybody else just to make sure that everybody is okay. So yeah, big heart here, and big lessons that you went through to come here. So we have forgiveness. Wow, beautiful. Wow, that's so beautiful. And it's the third eye chakra here. So yeah, yeah, you know, heart chakra, because I said forgiveness. Forgiveness is very connected to the heart chakra. But the third eye, see the truth, you know, you're meant to become a person who can see through illusions, and the first illusions that you are kind of learning to see through are the ones that you yourself went through, all the pain that you went through, all the things that went wrong, even though, or maybe even all the things that went right but then went wrong, or I don't know, just like kind of seeing what really matters. And forgiveness here, kind of nice card. I think this is called a rhinoceros, something like that. But yeah, and we have a little baby here sleeping, a little boy actually sleeping here, and he looks very comfortable and safe, you know. Rhinoceros, I think the rhino, let's just call it a rhino. It's you know, it's a pretty big animal. You know, it's, yeah, it's a pretty big animal, and forgiving. Yeah, somebody, I hear somebody clumsy, you know. So I felt pain here, like there was, you went through lessons. Learn to forgive even the hardest people in your life. I think you're going to come to a point where you can forgive people that really behaved badly, because somehow you understand the nature of their, you understand your own nature, you understand your own, how your own ego works, how you are behaving in certain ways, how you're feeling in certain ways, how you're thinking in certain ways, because of things that happened to you that conditioned the mind and created certain emotions and mind patterns and emotional patterns in you. And I think you're meant to reach this point where you're really seeing through the disillusions that people are only acting from the level of consciousness that they are on at that moment. And if you went through all those things that this person did that hurt you, maybe you would act the same. So I feel like you're meant to really find forgiveness, maybe where it has been very difficult. And I feel like this is what is making you grow so much. You're deep. You're really meant to become somebody really, really deep, who lives from a very, like, I would say, like a spiritual, awakened, authentic place where you're living the truth. Heart medicine, also feel like you're like meant to have a very strong heart, and help people heal, help people forgive, help people grow as well. The Chiromancer, yeah, maybe it really makes me think like work with astrology, with tarot, with meditation, with yoga, but something spiritual, something I feel like somehow that is helping other people grow and heal, because you went through this. And I feel like these two parts goes together. The oh, what is it called? The wounded healer. Yeah, this is definitely the wounded healer pile. So pile number one, you're definitely the wounded healer. And you know, the wounded healer is a term which is a healer who is wounded, you know. And also because of the wounds, the healer went through so much pain, so much suffering, but the wounded healer finds the light within themselves, finds healing. And because of the compassion, they see like, okay, if I can heal all these other people that has been through the same difficulties and pains as like me, they can also heal. So it comes from compassion. The wounded healer wants to help because they know how it is to suffer. So I feel like this is you, and these two things goes parallel here, where you are healing, but where you're also this what is it called, will this loving kindness to wanting also to serve and to help other people is also growing in the same. The more you heal, the more you're stepping into your destiny, which is also to help, in one way or another. And I feel like you have like really with the Scorpio in here, danger, accident, you've been in some really dark places, and I feel like you really can go deep into the shadows, and you can guide people out of the shadows here also with the Chiromancer. You can delivering news, so you can deliver news and you can help them, guide them towards their destiny and towards where they're supposed to go. So you're a very strong wounded healer. You know, you're the wounded healer archetype, but you're not meant to become. Who are you meant to become this lifetime? You're just meant to become the healer. Forget about the wounded. The wounded is just there because certain karma, certain lessons, it's in your plan to grow in certain ways, certain lessons that your soul wanted to go through. And so the healer, the wounded you can cross off. You're meant to become a very powerful healer, very connected with the spiritual realms. And I feel like people are really going to listen to you because they can feel that you speak with you have a way of delivering news here. Yeah, you have your heart open, you know. If you meet a person that has their heart open, it's very easy to listen to that person, because something, if they're ready, you know, they have to have something that's ready in them too. So you're going to attract people who has the same type of, they're going to be ready for you. And I feel like with collaboration, it's not, I know this many times when I've done retreats and things here in Sweden, like I do a retreat and there's like 12 people coming and, you know, we spend 3 days together. I know it every time. It's not me being kind of the leader. It is like healing together. It's always like that. I gain so much holding retreats and meeting all these people because it's a mutual healing that is created in that space where 12, 13 people comes together, you know, very divinely guided, and all of a sudden we're all there in this house for 2-3 days and we go through this healing together, and it's very healing for me as well. So it's like you give and you get. It's like it's not, it's like it's all everybody in the pack counts. Yeah, this is the heart. This is definitely the heart energy. So yeah, everybody in the pack counts. Life review. Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yeah, you're going to go through your whole life. At a certain point, I think many of you have already done this, your whole life is going to repeat itself. And I'm laughing because I've experienced this myself. You know, when I meditate, everything comes up at least one time. Every memory, everything comes up. And it's like you at a certain stage of your life, you go through awakening, then you go backwards. It's like you travel backwards through every memory, through every feeling, through every thought, and you kind of like redo them, or you kind of transform them, you know. You go here, you live your life, you awaken, and then you go backwards, backwards, deeper, back to the core, back to the source, back to the heart, back to your essence, purifying your energy when you do that. And when we go backwards like this, you know, we don't only heal, we think we heal this lifetime. No, you know, everything that you're feeling and experience this lifetime, it has to do with everything that you ever experienced here on earth, all your lifetimes. So we think maybe we're just on the surface, but you're healing deep here, very deep healing for you. You're meant for super deep healing here and spiritual growth, and really like redo everything and go back to who your essential energy. But because you went through this whole lessons, because you went through everything that you went through here, you're growing. So you're not only are you getting back to your essence energy, but it's also more powerful, more awake. You have leveled up. If you were 60 before, maybe you're 70 or something like that. So you have leveled up your energy because you have, you grew. You grew. Tiger. Wow, this is beautiful. Fire tiger, share your gifts. Look at this tiger smiling. And the 3 here makes me think of the Empress, and this looks like a female tiger here. So yeah, with the butterflies here. But yeah, share your gifts. So growth, Empress is about growth, it's about fertility, it's about abundance. Share your gifts. So yeah, look at this tiger. This fierce tiger doesn't look fierce, it just looks compassionate, smiling from the heart. Yeah, this is the little Buddha pile. So yeah, pile number 1, you're meant to become like a little Buddha, smiling from the heart, sharing your gifts. Butterflies, people are transforming around you in your beautiful heart energy, and you are just full of compassion, wanting to help, wanting to share this love and light to everybody around you. Unfold your own myth. Wow. Yeah, look, this seashell here makes me think of this journey, like I said, kind of like rewinding, going backwards. First traveling, creating, and then back. Like they're showing me like rewinding your Akashic records and clearing everything out. So at the end, it just becomes just full of light. Yeah, you just full of light. And yeah, this was a very, very spiritual pile here. Unfold your own myth, understanding who you are. You're meant to really know who you are and release that. Release everything, all the illusions of yourself, all the mask of yourself. And just be this heart-based, happy, compassionate. Happy comes and goes, but inner peace. This little Buddha with inner peace, smiling and guiding and helping other people to find and understand this process that you went through. Understand it, and help them with all your benevolent compassion and goodwill and loving kindness. Just help them do the same. And I feel so much peace in your life. Yeah. I feel so much peace, and it's wonderful because you came from a pretty dark place, so it's wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. So let's look at your tarot cards. 4 of Cups. Meditator. Yeah, this is the little Buddha pile. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thinking about meditating here with 4 of Cups, but also kind of like finding true satisfaction. 4 of Cups can also show being dissatisfied, being bored, not finding satisfaction, and then so if true satisfaction doesn't come from something that is going to fulfill you, that happens on the outside, you're meant to find it on the inside. And I think with Scorpio here, maybe really some lessons for you here, going growing and just going deeper into things, and realize like one thing that you thought was going to give you happiness, maybe gaining that, and just realizing, well, this wasn't it. This wasn't it. And then really true satisfaction is your path, true happiness. And once again, not happiness, because happiness comes and goes. I think kind of like joy is a higher energy. Bliss even comes and goes, but peace, inner peace and harmony, tranquility. Inner tranquility. Yeah, I think tranquility is one of the qualities of a Buddha, actually, tranquility. So anyways, 2 of Cups. Wow, beautiful. So yeah, a lot of cups here. Yeah, once again, like kind of finding out who you truly are. So you're meant to become who you truly are. And I don't mean like who you truly are, I mean at the depth of yourself, who you truly are at the depth of yourself, the deepest place that you can go. When you went backwards, all the way to the source, and then even transcending that. And that's who you're meant to become. Yeah. One, in union with yourself, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think you're meant to become a very inspirational person, a light for other people. Yeah, a light and somebody that motivates other people. We have Fire Tiger and Ace of Wands, more fire here. There's a firefly in the jar here, and make like a lot of fire. So you're really meant to become somebody who has a strong light and a strong energy, You know, your presence is going to be very felt. You know, when you step into the room, people are going to feel your presence because your heart is so strong and your energy is so strong. The other chakras as well, of course, can't only open the heart and think you're balanced. You know, all the chakras has to be balanced. But you know, you are communicating from the heart now. 10 of Cups, wow. I mean, a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness here with 10 of Cups. Could even be 2 of Cups. There is somebody that's meant to be on your side. You're meant to share this. Yeah, maybe you're meant to. There's a divine soulmate or divine counterpart here on your side. There's 2 penguins here kissing, and there's a little baby penguin here. So yeah, maybe, you know, a little family for you. But there seems to be people around you that's really close to you on a soul level. So your soul tribe is definitely going to be with you. We have Judgment. Wow, Christmas card here. You know, with the reindeers. And where is Santa? We don't know. Santa is gone. So anyways, Judgment. Judgment. Yeah, I think like there's a big awakening here. This is kind of like the spiritual enlightenment pile, you know, with the little Buddha, or with the Buddha here energy. So yeah, meant to really reach some stage of enlightenment, and some stage of that, and help other people do the same. Yeah, just help other people do the same. You know, death. Wow, interesting. So we got Judgment and death. Help people awaken. Yeah, you're meant to help people awaken. Yeah, it's very clear reading here with death. What an interesting death card. You know, once again, you know, it's like I think maybe even guide people. Really like, you know, some maybe even really help people. Some people that are really in bad energy or bad places. Some difficult cases, you know. Yeah, maybe some really difficult people, because you can hold the space here with the Scorpio energy here, because you also went so deep. You can hold space maybe for people that has really dense energies, and it's kind of like very hard for them to get help because they're so dense in their energies, and there's like they have a maybe they don't even know they need help, you know. But then you cross their path, and because you're kind of just in their energy, something starts to, with your presence and the compassion that naturally comes from you, the healing energy that naturally flows from you. I don't think kind of like that you need to do healing, you know. You just have to be, and with being, holding that space of presence, you know, this things happens with people around you. And I think you're meant to really start an awakening and a change in people that has really like dense egos and heavy pain bodies, and that is like, oh, this person is never going to change. So if you have family members like narcissistic, toxic family members, or just family members who are very stuck in their old ways, I think you're going to affect them really strongly. And probably this sounds strange maybe, but they hurt you and you help them, and somehow this adds up higher above. When I feel like this somehow adds up with your karma and with what you wanted also to give these people. So somehow I feel like the cycle is like closed with that, and somehow I'm getting goosebumps over my arms. Somehow, because of the cycle you closed, you freed yourself from karma. You freed yourself from having, I think it's called the samskara, the cycle, samsara, the cycle of incarnation. You know, you freed yourself from that. You don't have to come back here anymore. So I feel like this is on your path. This is your potential, and this is who you are meant to become this lifetime. So keep striving after doing this. I mean, it looks very good here. Very nice energy. Yeah. Okay, pile number 1. So this was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 1, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So who are you meant to become this lifetime? You felt drawn to the lion. We have the earth element here. Let's also see what we got here. Okay, honor your soul and celebrate its journey. Honor your soul and celebrate its journey. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep it over here. You have the poet. Relationships and vulnerability. Okay. You have doll. Childhood, play, and naivety. A little bit of a scary doll, but yeah, it looks like it's supposed not to be scary, but doll, childhood, relationships, the poet. Lion, growing here. Yeah, okay, I'm getting a message. Let's do some more card. Rejection, wow. Oh yeah, it's pretty interesting because we have poet here, and here is another artist, a painter, that's getting rejected. And we have the crown chakra here. So this is the chakra cards. Let's do one more. And we have impatience. Wanting to grab the moon there, but the guide is telling him, no, you just wait a little bit, you know, trying to guide this person, but it feels like he's not listening. Yeah, impatience. So rejection, impatience. Who are you meant to become this lifetime? Who are you meant to become this lifetime? Oh, there's like parts of you meant to become one. So I feel like with the relationships and childhood here, with the poet and the doll, I felt, and then we had the lion with honor here, and we look at the lion here, it's so noble, you know, it's a grown lion here, you know. Yeah, a grown lion, and it makes me feel like you're meant to grow. I feel like you're a part of yourself. This sounds strange maybe, but I feel like a part of yourself never grew. Yeah, it's a part of yourself stayed. Maybe 5 years old, maybe 6 years old, maybe 4 years old. Maybe something happened then that made you kind of emotionally, something got stuck emotionally when you were a kid. And I think it feels like with rejection, could have been that you didn't get, you know, you got rejected by your parents, or they didn't love you the way you were supposed to do, or they didn't see you, or something like that. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like something didn't get fulfilled. Something got stuck. And one thing that I feel is like very strongly is that you're meant to unstuck yourself from that pain. There's a nod. Yeah, there's a nod of something that happened when you were a child. Maybe in one of the relationships with your parents, probably, you know, because, you know, that is what it's affecting us, you know, when we're kids the most. Or maybe in school, like your peers in school, maybe you were very different. But somehow it feels like there is something put a knot on you, you know, something put a blockage there. And because of that, I feel like you have been holding yourself back a lot. I feel like you have like a lot of talent. I feel like you have a lot of talent. You're definitely on the artistic side. You paint, you write, you sing. Maybe you do all of those things. You dance, you know, you have a connection to nature. You're very creative, very, very creative person. And somehow, once again, it feels like you're holding yourself back. So I think you're meant to become, like, not hold yourself back. Kind of release that blockage and grow into this full lion here, you know, into your, you know, into honoring your soul and celebrating yourself. Somehow it feels like something is making you doubt yourself. Yeah, maybe something created self-doubt or like self-criticism, or maybe you stopped. Maybe you had gifts and, you know, you stopped, and you just like you like to paint, you like to sing, you like to write poetry, but you just don't pursue it because there's so much pressure on you that you put on yourself. So somehow it feels like that is definitely meant to heal. Something with your inner child that stopped. And I keep, like, every time I go there, it's like, yeah, I go to your inner child and I see like somewhere, it's strange, like somewhere between 4 and 10 actually. Yeah, so it's because it's a general reading, of course it's going to differ. And I see this child and I see like stuck. There's like, and something happened. It's like they want to tell me like, okay, this happened. This made me sad. My mom did this. My dad did this. This happened in school. This person did this to me. This made me feel like this. And this is kind of, it's like the core wound. So then after this, because it got a nod there, because it got blocked there, you know, then you were carrying this wound with you. And then you lived your life from this wound. And then things just started to pile up, you know. You started to relive that wound over and over and over again. in relationship maybe with the same person, but definitely kind of with other persons and other situations, until all the way now when you're grown up. And you're grown up now, but that part of yourself is stuck there, because that part of yourself is still reliving this pain and reliving it and reliving it. So I feel like one thing is like you're meant to free yourself from that pain and take back your power. And somehow this is connected with your power of creativity, because you're one creative soul, but something made you lose yourself there. Something made you doubt yourself. Something made you kind of lose a part of that fun. As a child, everything is fun. Children, they explore and they're curious, and we don't think like, if I paint, we don't think like, is this good, is this bad? We just paint. If we sing, we don't think like, oh, I'm a bad singer, or we don't question things. We just do it because it gives us joy. So kind of feels like you're meant to come back to the place where you're just being you and expressing yourself from a very joyous place and honoring kind of who you are. And with the lion here, I feel like I want to put a crown on your head, because it feels also like you're actually very good. Some kids, they do things, it's like, okay, it's beautiful, everything is beautiful, but you're really good at what you do. So it's like, and I really feel like you're meant to cultivate your gifts and make them grow, instead of kind of questioning yourself and holding yourself back. Instead, kind of exploring, and we grow when we explore. And yeah, maybe we paint 10 paintings and 10 of them looks like, nah. And then we do 11th one, and the 11th one is like, wow, was that me? Did I do that? So yeah, I feel like that something with that is like very important for you. Impatience here. It could be that you're trying to skip the skip. Can't even speak. It could be that you're trying to skip this step. I feel with impatience here, I feel like you're reaching for something, and your guides is trying to communicate with you here. They're trying to tell you something here, but it's like you can't hear. So I feel like one thing, this is the throat chakra, yeah. So I feel like one thing is also open up your ears and your divine hearing, what is it called? I can't remember the Claire speaking. Maybe Claire speaking. I don't know. Anyways, throat chakra. So yeah, so you can hear, Claire hearing, hear your guides, because they are like you. Somehow it's like sometimes you can't hear them, and they're like, hello, hello, pile 2. So, and impatience, and then you go after something here that I feel is like they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you something here. Let's see. Let's look at some more cards. Let's see if this develops. Relationship harmony. Archangel Raquel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Relationship harmony. Yeah, you're meant to heal the relationship with yourself. I really feel that. Yeah, the relationship that you have with your inner child, by helping him or her free themselves, because once again they're stuck there in the drama that happened, and then reliving it now when you're an adult by kind of like subconsciously attracting the same type of situation. So you have to relive it over and over again, like a broken record, the same pain over and over again. And I really feel like you're meant to become somebody that's freed from this, and who really learned, who really, you empowered from this. You became very, very empowered from this. And it's like you can let out that childlike energy and nature of yours, even if you're this big lion. So it's balanced. You're a very balanced person here, that's carrying themselves with I keep seeing a crown on your head. So you're meant to be crowned in some way, or like really reach some success. And impatience, I think you're meant to heal kind of lack also. Lack, rejection, not being good enough. And maybe you are like, you have been trying to create things, but maybe it didn't work out the way that you wanted it. And I feel like it's because this blockage somehow, it's like you're not in completely, you're not channeling kind of your truest energy. It's like there's something covering kind of your eyes or something like that. And it's like when you open this up, crown chakra, yeah, when you open this up in throat chakra, it's like it's going to be your true artistic talents are going to come true. Whatever that is, you know, it could even be something that you didn't even know, you know. It's like, wow, I'm good at this. Where did that come from? Like soul gifts and talents that you have, because I feel like this is a very, very talented pile. So you have like a lot of talent here. You know, the poet also says relationships and vulnerability here. So relationships, vulnerability, childhood, relationship, harmony. So there's a lot of things showing here. The relationship with yourself and your inner child here is like very important. I feel like becoming like fully heal that. Yeah, fully heal that. I feel like you have a beautiful, your inner child is beautiful, just waiting for you to like help her or him heal. Very beautiful, and has such a beautiful way of expressing themselves. Because, or maybe you did that when you were a kid and you got rejected and your parents said, oh, what's that? Or they didn't even give you any attention. Or, you know, impatience. Maybe you have always been getting a little bit of ADHD. So I have ADHD, so you don't have to feel lonely if you know, I don't really identify myself with that. I also am, I don't like really, it doesn't really bother me. I don't really, I think, you know, I think I meditated so much, it's gone. So anyways, but yeah, impatience, it's like you could, it was, or, you know, it could even be that you have a hard childhood and then you go to school and you try to learn things. It's impossible, you know. That was the way for me as well, you know. I had, you know, sexual abuse at home. My dad was drinking, my mom was a narcissist. And then you go to school and you sit there with all the normal kids and they want you to learn something. Of course, it doesn't work. So, you know, that creates, and then we fail in school, and then we fail with this. A lot of failure after failure after failure. What is that going to do with us? You know, you're going to be very damaged somehow, you know, but you're not damaged. That's just an illusion, but it's going to like take a toll on you. So I feel like you're meant to heal this and learn how beautiful you are and you've always been. And with that, kind of share your gifts with the world. But the first thing is kind of share them with yourself. Enjoy them, you know. Enjoy painting and singing and dancing and creating or whatever you like to do. And really reconnect with the joy of being you. Yeah, being you. Being just like enjoying your own personality. Getting to know who you are. Without all those disappointments, without all those failures, just getting to know who you are without all that, and strengthening your confidence and getting to know who you are, becoming the lion here, looking at yourself and honoring your soul, honoring yourself, and even one point celebrate your journey, because you went through all this, and because, you know, because you went through all this, the success is going to taste so much better than for anybody else. If you didn't go through all this and then you gain success, not going to taste that good. But because you went through all this pain, all these failures, all these things, it's going to taste so good for you. I think this is what your guide is trying to tell you here with impatience. It's coming, you know? It is coming. You're healing here. It is coming. This is who you're meant to become. Very strong in yourself, knowing yourself, know thyself, knowing yourself, and really enjoying who you are, liking who you are. Every corner of who you are. So fire dog will redefine your boundaries. Yeah, dog here in the home. Once again, I think things was going on in your home. But yeah, with the fire dog, escape. He's jumping over here, the fence or the thing here. So escaping, finding your own freedom and creating your own life, not defined by the past. Redefine, you're person that redefined their whole life and freed yourself from maybe very difficult situations, but whatever you went through, whatever was put on you. And also keeping boundaries. With the lion here, you know, you're going to roar whenever somebody's trying to, you know, be mean to you or, I don't know, criticize you or bully you in some way. You're going to roar. And there you're really like showing them like, yeah, that's not okay. You can't act like that. But maybe before you let people walk all over you because you were used to it, but not anymore. So you're meant to become somebody that's really going to roar when it's needed. Like, you're not allowed to do that, and I'm not gonna take this kind of abuse from you or this, I don't know what. So yeah, trust your wings. Wow. So yeah, freedom, and you're meant to fly here. Wow, this is beautiful actually with trust your wings. And you know, it makes me think like very, you know, dragonflies, they stand for change and transformation, but also they're able to move very quickly, you know, change direction very quickly. They say. So it kind of feels like you're before you were getting stuck in things, you know, you were getting stuck here, you were getting stuck there. So I feel like you're meant to become somebody who's not stuck. You can quickly, when something doesn't suit you, you don't stay. Before, maybe you stayed, you try to fix it, you know, you wanted to be loved maybe, or you wanted this to work for yourself, you know. And now I feel like you're meant to become somebody that very quickly knows, yeah, this person is not nice, I'm not going to stay. Or this situation is like, yeah, this is not going to work for me, I'm not going to stay. And not scared of being rejected anymore. Kind of like you are like not waiting for, you're not giving away your power to the other person, but you're kind of like, you're in control and charge over your own life. You're trusting your own wings, and you're flying away as soon as something doesn't like suit you anymore. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some tarot cards as well. Let's see. Okay. We have Queen of Pentacles. Wow, look at you. So yeah, very stable. Yeah, Queen, you have a crown on your head. And I feel like you're kind of, the crown kind of for me symbolizes, yes, success, but kind of more like you being you. Yeah, you're like, look at me, I'm me. And I like me. And yeah, maybe before you didn't like you, or there was things that was questioning if you should like you, but now you like you. You're like, yeah, I like me. And Queen of Pentacles, you're very stable, very balanced here. You have created a life for yourself. You're like, your capacity to take care of yourself is like so strong. You can take care of yourself. Your inner child is not suffering anymore, and you're together. You and your inner child, you grew and you became one. You're together and you're creating your life from this place. And yeah, beautiful place. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, look at here. One more painter here. So she's painting. So something with your work is very important. Like kind of mastering your craft. So there is something that you're very good at, and you're meant to master that. Yeah, I heard mastering your craft, and yeah, mastering your craft and sharing it maybe with the world without the fear of rejection here, without fear of people criticizing you here. This is a very interesting card actually. Look at here. So he's painting, and this is kind of in his head even. This is not even real people. He's scared of rejection. The rejection hasn't even happened. You know, it's just things flying around here. So yeah, not being scared, not stopping yourself. Because, and I think once again, this comes from the childhood wounds and things that happened to you. So you're just creating here. You're just happy and creating here. We have wings here and we have wings here. So really, you know, flying, flying high without fear. And yeah, just doing your thing. Queen of Pentacles, maybe you have like a little studio and or something. You bought a little place for yourself where you can practice this, or where you can do this, or you have a workshop or something. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. King of Cups, wow. This is beautiful. So yeah, very stable. Wow, Queen of Cups goes so good together with the Lion as well. Let's see what else we got here. Death, yeah. Look at this, once again, transparent. The dragonfly made me think of transparency. So yeah, and here also, you know, she has no skin here. And where is her heart? But she's totally vulnerable here. Now she is vulnerable without fear. Before it was scary to be vulnerable because people, you didn't even dare to be vulnerable. And it's very vulnerable, you know, you do something and you know, you do something and you put it out into the world. You put your heart, you know, this is what I created. Look at it. This is me. And then, you know, people come with their comments and their things can be very like hurtful. So it could be scary, but it's like not holding yourself back because of that guy, kind of like, and not even caring about, not even like being affected anymore, even what people would say or wouldn't say. Just doing it because it's fun, because it gives you joy, because it gives you happiness. So yeah, and because this is definitely like you becoming friends with yourself. You're meant to become somebody that's friends with themselves and that is enjoying life the way that they want to enjoy life. And I think, once again, you're a very creative soul, and I think you're very, very talented actually. So I think you enjoy doing something here. You enjoy creating something here. And Death here really shows this transformation where you, Death and then King of Cups, where you are, maybe even you're supposed to make money from this. Maybe it even becomes really like a big thing. I kept seeing the crown. Maybe you're really going to reach success with this and be able to support yourself. doing this. Yeah, I just took one of the card. We have 3 of Pentacles. Let's do one more. And the Hermit. So yeah, this is going to give... So you started with the 8 of Pentacles, mastering your craft, and then 3 of Pentacles, becoming the master. And I was saying that maybe you're supposed to support yourself from this. But I feel like it doesn't matter. But I feel like, yes, you're going to be seen with this. And I feel like many of you are going to get, like, be able to support yourself with this. Maybe you're holding workshops. Maybe you're selling things. Maybe you're just... I don't know, doing something with it. But the Hermit, the biggest thing here is like how much inner satisfaction it gives you with the Hermit. It feels like you found your little inner child is not stuck anymore, and you're together now. You're one now. You're together now, and you're kind of loving yourself, and you're living a good life here, where you are living your truth, you know, without holding yourself back because things happen to you. Yeah. Wow. Oh, a beautiful reading. So, pile number 2. This was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 2, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So, you felt drawn to the Raven. We have the air element here. Let's see what we have here. Wise woman, a change is coming. Okay, so who are you meant to become this lifetime? Let's see. The gambler, loss, risks. Okay. Crown, empowerment, status, and authority. Wow. I heard you went somewhere and you did something that not many people would do. And maybe even people didn't believe you, but you did it anyways, and you reached success. So you're meant to become somebody that gambled and took a risk, and did something that was very difficult and reached success with that. Yeah, maybe even people advised you not to do this, but you felt it with a wise woman thinking about female energy, thinking about intuition. You had an intuition, you had a calling. So I think many of you, pile number 3, you have some calling of doing something, and it seems like it's going to lead you to become a very successful person with status and authority. Somehow, I don't know if you heard that, but there was 2 crows here crowing. I don't know the name, but yeah, maybe you heard it. So that was definitely the confirmation. Yeah, reaching some status here, authority. Let's see what else we got. Perfection. Wow, so root chakra here with perfection. Yeah, root chakra, once again, you know, it make me think that you went somewhere or you did something. You took some action. And doing something, and you did it perfect. But I hear like some people didn't think that you were going to make it, but your calling was very strong, very, very strong. And we have bittersweet. So throat chakra here with bittersweet. So, who are you meant to become this lifetime? Somebody that was able to do something. I keep hearing that. Somebody that was able to do something. You took a risk, you did something, and it gave you, once again, some kind of success, some kind of status even, because we have it here with the crown. Bittersweet. It was not easy choices or easy decisions that you needed to make with bittersweet here. Maybe even on this path for you to reach this, you had to take some difficult choices. But I feel like you're becoming a person that's not scared of taking choices, you know, not scared of gambling, not scared of taking risks, not scared of going places where other people don't want to go, not scared of doing things that other people don't want to do, because you're searching and you want what is best for you. And I keep feeling like your intuition is very strong and it's guiding you. You don't want the half good thing. You want what is yours, and you know what is yours is the best thing here. So the best thing. And I keep, clearing my throat, and we have throat chakra here with bittersweet. So I keep feeling like something with communication, people questioning your choices, you questioning your choices even at times. You're like, is this like, what am I doing, and is this really right? But the calling, it comes in here, the intuition comes here in here very strong. You're meant to become a person that's very connected with your intuition. You're meant to become a person that is following your call, following your intuition, very connected, and overcoming every obstacle on the path to reach that place that you want to come to. Wow, look at that. Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So yeah, you're meant to become a person that has crystal clear intentions, and you go after, not just that, you go after what you want. Fire snake, living from the heart. Yeah, your heart is guiding you. Your heart is guiding you. The fire snake makes me think of Kundalini, makes me think of transformation, magic, mystical things. So very, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. In the rest of the 2 piles, it was totally fine. We came to this pile, my voice just totally collapsed. I think it's not. I think it's good now. So yeah. So let's see the last card here. Follow your bliss. Wow. Yeah, follow your bliss. 11. Very spiritual here. There's a very spiritual calling. You're meant to become a person that is known. Yeah, you're meant to become somebody. You had a calling. So let's start from the beginning here. Something happened here. You went through an awakening, you had a calling, and something was calling you somewhere to do something. It could be anything. Opening a spiritual retreat, becoming enlightened, traveling to Peru and becoming a shaman, studying to become a priestess. You want to write books, you want to do retreats. I don't know what you want to do, but something. And because we have 11, and I feel like we have the raven, so there's going to be something that you really want to do that somehow has some kind of higher purpose. Yeah, some higher purpose. And otherwise it wouldn't be a calling. If it's not a higher purpose, it would be something else. So, and you started maybe telling people. It was difficult because my throat here, it was difficult. And some people were saying like, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. And, you're not going to be able, there's so many other people doing that, or that's really difficult. And maybe you even had to quit your job, the gambler. You had to quit your job. You had to cut certain things out of your life that wasn't bad, but it kind of felt like they were taking too much time for you to fully pursue this. So maybe you needed to do, like Buddha, leave his family and, just travel away and, I don't know what, but it feels like leaving things behind that is kind of maybe, it's a bit of a gambling here. To be able to put all your energy and all your effort to following this call and to learn and to whatever it is that you're doing here to grow into this. And perfection is needed here. It makes me think like all your attention is needed here for you to do this. So you're meant to be, you're going to be known. So who you're meant to become, you're meant to be known as a person who did it. Even when maybe in the beginning, whoever didn't believe you in the beginning, like they say, they're going to eat their hats. Isn't there a saying like, yeah, if you can do that, I will eat my hat. So there will be a lot of people eating their hats, maybe. I think that's a saying. So because follow your bliss here shows that you're finding the honey. You see that with the bear here, and the bear is a very big symbol for healing. And so yeah, it's a journey for you here. We have 11, it's a very spiritual path, so showing like spiritual awakening. So you wanted the honey. You told people, yeah, I want this honey. And they're like, why? That's hard, you can't do that, or this and this and that. And bittersweet here makes me think you had to let go of certain things that was not, maybe didn't even feel good. You were like, yeah, this is like, I don't know, and at times maybe you were completely lost on your path, but that calling kept telling you like, come, your intuition was clear, crystal clear. Archangel Michael, it really shows here with Archangel Michael energy how clear this is for you. You just know that this is what you're supposed to do. And even if everything else around you at certain times seems like a mess, and like there's a lot of transformation, there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of gambling, a lot of risks here, bittersweetness here, where you are, there's a birthday cake here. So maybe you're missing your birthdays, maybe you know, you're cutting yourself off from family because you're following this call, or maybe you have to travel somewhere, or maybe you don't have money, you know, you can't buy gifts to people. There's something happening here. There's like, at the same time, while you're pursuing this, there's like a sense of something missing or something getting lost, but in the kind of overall, in the end, it's going to be worth it. But yeah, you know, it's a journey here. Yeah, it's going to be worth it. Perfection, you're going to reach, you know, with the root chakra. Root chakra shows something tangible, you know, it's something manifested into reality, and you have perfection here. So you're going to reach that. You're going to find your honey, and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect, and you're going to be so happy that you did it as well. Fire snake, you follow your heart's calling, and I feel like this is so beautiful. And if this pile resonates with you, pile number 3, I feel like I'm inspired, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have people like this in the world who goes after something like this, who really has, because once again, this is a calling. This is what your soul wants, you know. If it's something else, you know, it feels like it doesn't matter, you know. But if it's what you're meant to do, it's your destiny, it's your purpose. And then if we follow our destiny or purpose, even if the whole wide world doesn't believe in us, if we follow that, it feels so good, doesn't it? And then when you finally reach the honey here, follow your bliss, you're really going to understand how much bliss this gave you, you know. And yeah, I just feel like, wow. Yeah, I just feel like, wow. So you're going to be known as somebody that did it. Yeah, somebody that did it. But you're also going to, you're not going to be the same person when you started, because this is going to be a journey. This is a calling. This is a soul purpose. This is the destiny. So I mean, where you start when you are like starting to get this calling, and where you end, how long that's going to take, who knows? Maybe you've been on this path for like several lifetimes, and then once again you hear the calling, you're like, oh, okay, this was where I was going, so let's continue with that. But whenever you start in this lifetime, and wherever you stop, we're kind of reaching your goal here, you're not going to be the same person. Who are you becoming is like, you started out a bit uncertain, a bit scared. Yeah, and it was a lot of things that was bittersweet. It was a lot of changes, a lot of things, and maybe at times even questioning, you know, yourself, questioning your choices, and wondering or stuff like that. But where you end up is somebody, you're the raven. I mean, you have transformed. Yeah, you're a shapeshifter here, actually, between the raven and the fire snake. Yeah, you're a fire snake raven. Okay, so yeah, and that's interesting because the snake is on the ground and the raven is in the air. So yeah, so above, so below, so below, so above. Yeah, so I feel like, and both the snake and the raven shows this mystical energy, this transformational energy. So like, I feel like you're like coming out as a mystic or an alchemist or something like that, and you're not questioning yourself anymore. You have perfected your intentions, your intuition. Yeah, it says intentions here. I kept reading it as intuition. Yeah, you have your mind is crystal clear. Your path is crystal clear. Everything is like, you're not second guessing yourself anymore. You're not doubting things anymore. You have raised up to become really like, you know what? Actually, pile number 3, you should watch pile number 1, because I feel like pile number 1 is, if I remember it right now, you know, when I channel, I'm not really here actually. So sometimes I forget what I said. But pile number 1, I think, is going to give you a really nice piece of this reading actually. So yeah, I recommend that. So yeah, and that made me forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I feel like you're stepping into becoming this heart-based, living from the heart-based, mystical priestess or priest, or you know, whatever you want to call yourself, a shaman, or whatever this path was, wherever this path took you to. And I feel like nobody's going to be able to mess with you ever again. You're just going to see everything. It's like you are going to have eyes in like 5 different dimensions at the same time. Yeah, that's how it feels like. And you're so used to transformation. You're so used to shedding skins. You became like a master at transformations and things like that. So I really feel like, keep hearing mystical, stepping into your mystical power. not scared of anything anymore, fearless. Yeah, totally fearless, with crystal clear channel to your intuition, to your higher self. And I feel like living your purpose, really, really living your purpose, enjoying the sweet honey here, you know, that you got here. It's not bittersweet anymore, it's just sweet. You went through all the bittersweet things, now it's just sweet for you. So let's look at your tarot cards. Knight of Swords. Yeah, look at you. So you're meant to become very fierce and fearless and courageous and brave, you know, not scared of anything anymore. You know? Yeah, not scared of anything. And with the snake and the raven here, and I said shaman, you know, I don't know, maybe you're meant to work with plant medicines or something like that. Ayahuasca is pretty scary, I think, you know. Yeah, I love working with ayahuasca, but yeah, it's a bit scary. But anyways, yeah, not being scared of anything anymore. You can go into any depth of yourself or any challenge in the world, and you're coming here with your sword and this courageous, brave energy, and you're just like, yeah, you know, I'm not scared anymore. I am the master of transformation. Yeah, you're becoming a master of transformations. So, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, master! So yeah, Three of Pentacles is the master card. Master. And it's nice because you start, like when I go backwards where you started, I feel like you start out like this little fragile, vulnerable, or confused, or, you know, a bit like your energy is really fluctuating, or, you know, you're not really... I don't know, I don't feel like you're stable. It's like a lot of things going on, like intense things going on. And I don't mean it as a judgment, you're not stable. I just mean like there's a lot of emotions, and a lot of thoughts, and it's like a chaos. So maybe you went through the storm. You're a master of the storm, rider of the storm. Yeah, yeah, you're a rider of the storm. And storm rider, lovers. The lovers, wow, your authentic self. Becoming your authentic self. The Hierophant. Not stuck. The Hierophant, you know, can be certain beliefs, certain belief structures. It's like you're free. You're totally free. You are so much yourself that it can be scary. Yeah, because it sounds strange to me, because you're such a fierce person, you know, you're such a fearless and fierce person, and at the same time, you know, very like dark and mystical, you know, with the raven and the fire snake here. So it's like you're very interesting, but at the same time it's a bit like you know, authority here. You could be like you're a bit intimidating for certain people. I don't feel like you have anything intimidating about you, because you have living from the heart, but people can sense the depth maybe, or the darkness that you kind of been in. And, you know, it's like you are not, you know, darkness and light, you know, the darkness is just another form of light, you know, it's just the shadow side of light. So at the same time, it's, you know, it's the same energy. It's all one. So, you know, there's nothing to fear there's nothing in the darkness that you actually don't find in the light, which sounds very strange, you know, but that is what it is, just the shadow side. So I feel like you're a master of shadow and light, and you're carrying this within you, centered in the heart, with all your wisdom, with all your, because you went through all these things here. And I feel like you're becoming like really, really the Hierophant. Yeah, like really, like you're somehow gaining some status. Like I don't think you're looking for it, but somehow like people are really seeing your your fearlessness, or your master. Yeah, some kind of master. It feels like you're becoming some kind of master here. Yeah, the Hierophant. But at the same time, I feel like you're not letting any boundaries or any beliefs limit you. With the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords, and with the Lovers, it feels like you're free. You are free. You're not like, oh, I believe in this or I believe in that. You're just free. You're one with the universe. Your belief is just being. Being, dancing with the light and the shadow within yourself, and with whatever form or situation is passing your path at the current time. So I really feel like a lot of freedom here. I don't know if somebody's going to the jungle, but I keep feeling like going to the jungle, you know, working with plant medicine, ayahuasca, San Pedro, maybe Kambo frog medicine. But I feel like some of you really has this, or have been doing this in previous lifetimes. You're used to this. You know, this is not nothing like strange for you. You're used to this. So I think this lifetime you're going to realize who you are, you know, finding this Knight of Swords, this bravery, this courageousness in you. So let's do 2 more cards, because we have room. 3 of Swords, very interesting with the Lovers, and 2 of Pentacles. You're meant to become somebody who knows what love is, you know? I don't know what I did. Actually, I just shuffled and I turned it around and I said 201. So let's take 201s as well. Yeah, and that matched perfectly here actually with the Three of Swords and Two of Pentacles and the Lovers. I think you're meant to learn to love, like truly love. What is love? Transcend love. And transcend everything that has to do with relationships and maybe lust and passion and all those things. If we look at the Lovers here, there's a couple here and there's one person here. She's looking at the man. She actually doesn't look jealous or anything like that. She's just admiring, you know, admiring love. Yeah, just admiring love. So it just makes me feel like you're somehow transcending your understanding of what a relationship is and what is kind of how you want to have a relationship. I feel like you're going from having relationships, not just love relationship, but just relationships overall, that is very 3D based, to having kind of 5D higher relationships. And if you have like a love relationship, it feels like you're going to have a bit of an unconventional love relationship. So maybe you don't live together, maybe you have an open relationship, or somehow there, or just, yeah, you're just connecting. It could just be that you're connecting on a higher level. You know, there's a lot of compassion, there's a love that's not clinging, you know. Yeah, 3D relationships, they're clingy, they want things, they expect things, but true love is not clingy. It doesn't expect anything. It just loves. You know, it doesn't matter what the person do or doesn't do. It just loves unconditional. So I feel like learning unconditional love is going to be on your path, and unconditionally love. And with the Hierophant and the Lovers here could be, you know, the Hierophant, you have a strong, very strong divine bond with somebody. And this somebody you're meant, with the Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands, you're meant to learn this with and live this type of higher soul love, 5D love with. So yeah, it could be that you have somebody on your path here. Together you're meant to expand with the Two of Wands. I keep hearing traveling, so maybe you're going to travel together or something. Maybe you're even Two of Wands. Maybe you're going to work abroad, or you're going to have like a spiritual center somewhere. The jungle, I don't know who's going to the jungle. Somebody's definitely going to the jungle here. Of course, that's not going to be all of you, but maybe traveling or working abroad or moving houses. Somehow it feels like your life is going to be more, so much. It's like you're starting here in the corner and your life just growing, and you know, when we come over here, it's just so big. Big and beautiful, full with love. Yeah, full with love. Very exciting life actually, I feel for you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles makes me feel like you're going to be busy also. So yeah, busy life, full of adventures. Yeah, a lot of adventures. You know, you have this divine love adventure here, and but still I feel like you feel free. You're traveling, you're doing your thing, and you have many things going on here, like a lot of things going on here. And it's because you are living your purpose now, and you followed your bliss, and it took you to the sweet honey. Now you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's a beautiful crown. Yeah, beautiful crown here. And these cards are so beautiful. Look at that, they're shiny. So yeah, your life is going to be shiny. So anyways, pile number 3, this was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. If you feel like sharing your story, please feel free to do so in the commentary section. Either way, pile 3, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.